Hey there, Steemit community, this is Menno, and today I wanted to make a video about growing on Steemit and developing a following, a true following. And the motivation behind this video is because when I first started, this was a little confusing. It was to me. There was a lot of people out there, putting information saying, oh, this is how you can grow on Steemit, this is how you can make money. And I was, of course, the new guy on the block, and I was just following everyone's advice. But I found some things that don't work. And today, I wanted to share those things with you. The first thing that doesn't work is the whole idea behind upvote for upvote. If you don't know what that is, good. That means you're not wasting your time. But some people are making posts on Steemit. They're putting whatever, memes, pictures. Most of the time, it's not really good stuff. It's just like very simple 2-minute posts and putting that in the tags. And the idea behind that is that you're going to go into those posts, click on them, upvote them, and then in turn, that person is committed to upvote you back. But why does that not work? For one, because I think you are spending a lot of time to make very little money. If you ever look at these posts, they only make a few cents. And to sit there all day and upvote all these people, hoping that they're going to keep the end of the bargain, upvote you back, it's going to do nothing to help you follow people that like what you actually want to talk about, the videos you want to make, the music you want to share. So what you're doing really is, I don't know, you're trying to fill a pool with a little Dixie cup. It's a complete waste of time. The second thing that doesn't work is the whole idea behind follow for follow. And what is that? Very similar to the upvote for upvote. The idea is that if I follow you, you follow me back. Now, what does that have to do with finding quality content? What does that have to do with curating quality content and the meritocracy that Steemit is supposed to be? Absolutely nothing. And you will find some accounts that will have hundreds, if not thousands of followers, but no one interacts with them. And I'm willing to bet they are part of this whole follow for follow. It's a complete waste of time. Okay, the third thing that I think is a complete waste of time is re-steaming services. And I realize that some people might be very upset for what I'm about to say, but hear me out just for 1 second. The idea behind the re-steaming service is if you don't have a lot of followers, you could pay one of these bots, one of these re-steaming services, a fee. Most of the time they're small, 25 Steam dollars or up to, I've actually seen one up to $1 Steam dollar. And they will in turn re-steam your content to their followers, and they usually have thousands. Now, why this doesn't work is actually quite simple. Everybody who is following the re-steam bot is doing the same thing that you are doing. And when you look at your feed after you've been following this bot, you will see that there's hundreds of re-steams done per day. Now, let me ask you, do you sit there and read every single re-steaming that is happening with this bot? I don't. And the reason being is because most of the time the quality is not great. So what makes you think that other people are going to read what you have to say? That will happen sometimes, maybe. But is it worth the $1 or the 25? I don't know. I've done some experiments myself, and they have not been too successful. So in my opinion, re-steaming services, at least it does not bring the returns that you want. And it's not the best way for you to find your niche, your tribe. Now, I don't want to just make a video about the negative things, the things that don't work. I also want to talk about things that I know work, and they've been working for me. The best way for you to grow on Steemit, without a doubt, is comments. But I'm not talking about just any comment. And I'm not talking about going into the whale accounts and saying, oh, great post. Oh, love it. Oh, you're so pretty. Those things are not going to work. Most of the time, the whales don't read it. But on top of that, they think that people that are doing that are bots. So they are completely ignored. Think about it. You post something and there'll be a random account you never heard of posting something like, oh, I agree with you. Great. Thanks. What does that do for you? It does nothing for me. I know most of the time those people don't even read. I posted something and not even a minute later somebody read it? No way. It took me like 4 hours to write. It takes at least 10 minutes to read, and somebody in under a minute already commented, I know that's a bot, and I completely ignore it. But I have found that if I actually engage with other users, people that are writing quality content, and I start to participate in those conversations, adding value, they not only sometimes upvote me, which is nice, but they also follow me back because they find that I have something to say, something that is valuable to them. So The best way, without a doubt, to grow on Steemit is commenting. And maybe there's even a ratio. I'm not sure about this, by the way. But maybe you should be commenting 10 times more than you are posting. But when you post, you actually have to do your best. It has to be fantastic. You have to check your grammar. You have to brush up on, the tags so that you know how to tag it properly. You have to know how to do the markups, all that stuff. And I know it takes work, but that is actually the only thing that seems to be working. The second way that I found that you can grow your account in an effective and real way is to participate in competitions, participate in events of the community. Now, what I love about Steemit is that there is something for everybody. Since I'm a musician, and you can kind of guess from the instruments back there, it was amazing for me to find an event like the open mic, where I've met not just, the host, which is Lucifer, and P-Funk, which are people that are bringing amazing value to the platform, but also I've had the opportunity to network with other musicians and songwriters. By doing that, not only am I following content that I like and I'm enjoying new music every single day almost, but they're also found me. So if you are a writer, try to find, a writing competition. If you are a musician, I invite you to the open mic, especially if you write music, original music. If you are a photographer, there's also photography competitions. If you are an artist, there's also art curation. So the second best way to grow, without a doubt, participate on competitions, participate on events. Now, the third way I found to grow your account on Steemit is to participate in curation teams. What am I talking about? There are services like Streamium.com and also the OCD team that reward users that find quality content. Obviously, they have the rules, and I encourage you to read those rules before you decide to participate. But if you propose articles to them and they use them and they like them, you get paid a finder's fee. Anyways, that is it for this video. I wanted to keep it sweet and short, but I also wanted to invite you to participate of the conversation. If you find this content valuable, or if you have something else you can add to this video, information that can help me learn, I encourage you to leave it down in the comments below. I like to reward good posts. I always upvote good quality posts, good quality comments. But if you disagree, and you have good reasons why you disagree, I also encourage you to participate in the conversation. I'm always willing to learn. In any case, I am signing off. Peace and much success to all of you.